Okay.
crazy. But I figured it would be something good to talk about and something to keep in mind. Because it's something that I've been doing here lately is traveling more, going on more
Mm.
vacation, which has been something that I didn't really do that much this past year. So it's something that I have been doing more this year because I wanted to do it. So I just got back from a vacation Washington, D.C. It was more like a short weekend trip. And I figured I would share kind of like what I did and what I focus on with the like Fitme basics while I am traveling because it can be super helpful. Not not necessarily in a sense where my focus was losing weight over the weekend. Like I really wanted to be present. So I think the first thing, like if you are going on a vacation or you are going to travel, is like go in with an intention for what you actually want the weekend trip to be. If you want to go in to the weekend, genuinely enjoy yourself and not think about all the things, is just think about the things that are going to make your body like feel really good and enjoy that trip. And that's kind of what I went into this past weekend with, where it's like I really wanted to be present and enjoy the trip, but I also wanted to do things that made my body feel good so that I felt good on the trip, because it's never fun to feel sick, bloated, exhausted on a trip. You want to enjoy your time when you're there. So that was my mindset going into the trip. So usually before I go on a trip, I always set what are like my non-negotiables for this trip. For me, my non-negotiables were my water, 100%, protein at every meal, and making sure I got my steps in. So we walked almost everywhere we possibly could, which it was like 17 to 20,000 steps
Oh,
daily.
wow.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, those were one of the things that I made sure that we did, unless it was like very, very far to Uber, but just walking around the different monuments and, seeing all the things down there, the more or Lincoln Memorial, the White House. I'd never seen any of that stuff. So it was a lot of walking.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yes. So it was cool. I've never seen any of that. So I'm like, I finally got to see it in person. Um, but going into the trip, setting your intention for the trip and then setting usually like your non-negotiables. What is going to make your body feel good? My more drinking was involved in this trip than normally what I do. But when I am having a drink, my rule of thumb is to make sure that I do have a water with it. And I'm probably
Mm.
2 waters to my one drink because I don't drink that much. Drinking a lot doesn't make me feel good, but I wanted to experience all the different drinks. We had went down, it was restaurant week. So we got to explore so much different good food, like different ethnic food. And it was amazing. I wouldn't take back anything that I had. But going in with the intention of having protein at every meal, making sure I'm drinking plenty of water with every meal, knowing that I'm walking multiple places. It made me feel good about the decisions that I was making. Were they the best whole food decisions? Honestly, probably not. And that's okay because I wanted to enjoy the food that was there, the culture that was there, like enjoying different things that were like native to the restaurants that we were trying. Um, so I didn't feel guilty about anything that I had because I set that intention going into the trip. Now, if I had a more specific weight loss goal, my intention going into the trip might be a little bit different. I probably wouldn't have eaten out as much as I did. I probably wouldn't have drank as much as I did. Maybe only limit it to one or two drinks on the trip. Like, what did I really want to focus in on? So that definitely changes your non-negotiables. Now, there'll be certain things where if I'm going out to eat with family and it's, maybe it's something that I'm not like super excited about. So maybe it's something we have all the time, or it's something that, it's not like a new experience. Then make sure I'm ordering from the entree section of the menu. Do I have all the elements of my Fit Me plate on my plate? Do I have a veggie? Do I have a carb? Do I have a protein? That'll usually be found in your entree section of the menu. Usually when I go out to eat, just because no matter where you go, they're always cooking with extra oil,
Oh,
extra
yeah.
butter. anything like that, one of the best things you can do is ask for anything, any condiments or sauces to just come on the side. If you get a salad, get the sauce on the side, because I've worked in restaurants and they are heavy handed. No matter where you are, they're always heavy handed. So asking for sauces, dressings on the side. Sometimes vegetables are cooked with butter. For you can ask that on the side if you want, but usually I don't go out of my way to add fats into my meals when I go out to eat, because I know what they're being cooked with is extra oil, extra fat. It's just bound to happen. So that's a rule of thumb that I usually go by. If I am going out to eat, so this doesn't have to just apply to going on vacation, it can also be going out to eat, is looking at the entree section of the menu. Normally that's where you're going to find your best option for a Fitme plate. Usually I will always order some type of extra protein on my meal, because normally if you are at a place like a Chipotle or a Panera, they are very stingy sometimes with their protein
Yeah.
portions, but very giving with their rice and their other things. So don't ever be afraid to ask for more protein or ask for less of something, because I do that all the time when I'm out to eat, to be able to better accommodate like what I need. If you are at a restaurant and you want to enjoy like an appetizer, maybe share that with someone and then focus on maybe a better choice for an entree. And, the whole thing without going out to eat or going out and on vacation, no matter what it is having some type of intention and or plan behind what you're doing. That's how you don't feel guilty for doing those things, and you can still enjoy yourself and still move forward in your progress. Do I know that having more drinks, having more dessert this past weekend definitely made me feel a little bit more tired. It made me feel a little bit more bloated, but like I actively chose that outcome. I knew how those things would make me feel, but I wanted to experience it. So that's why I chose it. So I always think just going in with an intention will always help you find the best route to take for you. So I'm going to pick on Tio, even though I know she's not here, but we really created a good option for her when she was in Germany. Like, when are you ever going to go to Germany ever again? Like, probably never.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
never. So it's like, when you're there, enjoy the food, but pay attention to how your body feels. Like, do you need to eat the whole plate of food that's in front of you? More than likely not, because the restaurant portions are enormous, but eat until you're full. Try the things that you want, enjoy it, take a few bites, savor the flavor. That's what we did at some places. And some places I'm like, meh, not my favorite thing. I don't need to eat it because it's in front of me, which is something I would have done before in a previous life. If something is just sitting in front of me, I'll just eat it because it's there. So, that's something that I've kind of learned to do over the years, is that if I want to try something, I'll try it. But if it's not like a hell yes flavor, or it's not so good, to me, it's not even worth the feeling of feeling so stuffed and maybe not feeling my best. Like, we had cheesecake, for example, on the dinner boat cruise that we did. And I'm like, meh, run of the mill cheesecake. I was like, not that good. But we had something at a Peruvian restaurant the following day, and that cheesecake was phenomenal. And I ate like probably 3/4 of it. And it was, I don't know what they put in that crust, but it was amazing. And I'm like, wow, this cheesecake was like a hell yes. And so I thought it would be kind of cool to talk about that, because I know we haven't really talked about it on like the movement call, but also talking about non-negotiables for your movement, not only your nutrition. Where normally, if you are going somewhere on vacation, you're probably walking a lot anyway. So focusing in on your steps. I got my workouts done prior to going. But you can always do something quick if you feel like you need to get in a training session. I know when I visited Texas for one of my friends, well, actually I visited Texas last year. We actually went to a gym because we all like lifting, and we wanted to experience it's like this athletic wear brand. It's like a big gym. It's like Alphalete Land or something like that. And it was a really cool gym. It was a fun experience because we all like to lift together. So going in with the intention of, even though I didn't plan on lifting, I just planned on walking, getting in my steps, making sure I was moving my body in other ways, to be able to still move, get that intentional movement in, but not feel guilty about not working out for 3 days. Because I wanted to explore, so I've never been there.
Yeah.
So that's usually how I handle either going out to eat, going on vacation, or just going on like a little, I don't know, a little trip, is really going in, setting my intention, setting my non-negotiables, and then kind of picking how they'll get done. So it's picking and choosing what restaurants I'm really excited about, because I'm a time Nazi and I hate being late for things. And
I love you.
I will not go in without a reservation because I hate waiting. I'm so impatient. So I want to know that I'm going to get sat when I want to get sat, so I can plan all the things. So I usually look at the menu first, obviously, to see if I want to go. And then I like kind of just pick and choose. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. But then at least I feel really good about my like choices. I will say I always pack something for my hotel room, for wherever I am staying, as something to have, so I don't give into the temptation of the food in the hotel, or like quick snacks that I can grab, because those can easily like add up. So like for me, I'll pack my protein powder. I pack it all the time. It's just easy for me to get in protein to make sure I'm hitting my goals as close as I can. Will I pack a protein bar? Probably, because if I'm hungry in between meals, I need something, or I get to be a hangry individual. I bring my like hydration sticks with me, the element sticks that I use, because if I feel dehydrated, I'm also a miserable person. So I like to make sure I have those things with me so that I can make my body feel good, and I have good solid options. I'll bring beef jerky as a snack. Julie, I know you're moving towards the turkey jerky, but I'll have to send you. I have some good brands I can send to you that are pretty
good.
clean. I think they're pretty clean, and like the nutritional content on them's really solid.
Cool.
So I'll send some of those to you. But yeah, I always make sure I have snacks, because that's something you're spending all your money out on, dinners and things like that. Sometimes you just need something to hold you over until your dinner reservations, or while you're walking around exploring. So that's usually what I do, is bring things that I know will make my body feel good.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten to that point too, because it's like, you're getting older, and, after being off of, like processed foods and breads, it's really affecting. You can tell when it really affects you. Like, I didn't want to eat a hamburger, so I got a chicken sandwich, but just, I haven't had fried foods in I don't know how long. And then the bun from the sandwich, I was just like, oh, I can't ever do that again. I was like moaning in my sleep because my joints hurt so bad.
Oh my
and
God.
it was bad. I was just like, God, I felt like a 90-year-old lady. That's what I felt like. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm not doing that again. And it took, a whole day to get it out of my system to where I was like, okay. So then, Sunday I was back to normal, and my joints weren't hurting so bad. But that one, it was the ankles, my toes, my fingers, my wrists, and I'm just like, good Lord.
All that information. Yeah. It obviously was like your body was like, I do not like this anymore.
Yeah, I do not like this. Don't do that again.
Oh God.
But that's one thing that, I'm trying to concentrate on is just, how does my body feel, with eating certain foods and with movement. I mean, I'm finally getting my shoulder unfrozen. So that's been like,
Heck
oh, so
yeah.
And I'm walking and the pain isn't shooting down my leg or in my thigh anymore. So
good.
It's slowly but surely is
Good.
coming around. So just in time for, spring to come and for all the traveling to come, because it tends to hike up with the traveling in the car. So I just need to make sure that I get the movement going. So, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to be doing a lot of like driving and things like that. And then
because we have a vacation spot and it's 4.5 hours away from here. And we usually go like every other week. So that's traveling on a Wednesday, coming back on a Sunday. So
that's a lot of driving.
It is a lot of driving. On the Wednesdays, I'm able to get all my steps in because I'm at work and I'm still able to do all my steps and everything there. But and then the Sunday coming back, I can still do my steps. It's just getting the steps in between. Because I don't have a treadmill there. So I can't walk whenever I feel like it. I have to go outside.
And the weather has to be nice.
The weather has to be nice. Yes. So we'll see. We'll see. This will be the first year that we have a full summer up there. So
okay.
Cool.
So it'll be an experience.
It will. And it'll just be trial and error to see, what works best for you up there. Because what works for you at home might not work for you at your vacation home. So
right.
I know it definitely was not the same when I lived in Jersey, which was, it was nice. I could just walk out my front door and go for a walk because there was sidewalk. Where I live now in PA, like we're on back roads, like they're super windy. Definitely not to walk on. And I'm a multitasker, so I'm usually doing something, honestly, usually looking at Marco Polos. So I definitely do not feel very safe walking on the road. So now I'm like, I have to actively think about getting up in the morning and then actually going to this park that's like 5 minutes away, but I can just do like 4 laps and I pretty much have half my steps for the day. And I'm like, ugh, God, I got to add in those extra 20 minutes, but I do pencil it in because it's just something I have to do to get the steps in. So it'll just be trial and error, see what works, because I tried to do the steps at home. Did not work.
Yeah. I have a treadmill at home, and then they have an exercise room, kind of, sort of. It was destroyed in the hurricane. And I don't know I don't think it's the same equipment, but it's not brand new equipment. But I think I've used the elliptical 3 times since we've been down here. So yeah. Just having a routine up north and a routine down here will be helpful. So
yep.
But when I travel, my non-negotiables are at least 1 Fitme meal, and then I do bring protein bars and water. So I just depends how long our trip is, but I'll grab a couple gallons of water and just throw them in the back of the car and refill my water bottle on our way down. So
I totally do the same thing with the gallons.
Yeah. I'd have to pee too much. So
well, that's the joy of being old. We both have to all the time.
Hey, I always have to pee. And I'm not old, but I do always have to pee. But if you and me and Coach Amy love these things, but obviously definitely like talk to a doctor first. But we drink the element drinks, which they're hydration sticks. They're sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And I will tell you, my life has been changed from these stupid hydration sticks that I have one every morning. You know, when I wake up, put it in my like big water bottle thing that's like 78 ounces. So it's not very salty to me. It just tastes like lemon lime water. And you actually need the sodium and potassium to absorb the water in your body. So a lot of the times when people drink more water, and this is like the nerdy side of me coming out because I like did my research on it, but when in order for your body to actually absorb the water into the cells, it needs that sodium to pull it in. So like if we're not getting enough sodium through our diet, which if we're eating whole foods and Fitme plates, it's really hard to actually get enough sodium in, which is not a bad thing to supplement with it. And it makes my water taste good. So I'm not complaining. But I do feel like I am more hydrated. I pee less. And I feel like from a cognitive standpoint, when I don't have my sticks, like if I run out, I'm not good about like reordering before they come up. I feel the difference without them. So they're definitely highly, highly recommended. I know Coach Amy uses some of them after she swims.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So they're definitely good to add.
I'm looking online.
The lemon lime is super good.
Yeah, no.
The orange is good.
The orange is good. Okay.
The orange is good. I know. I forget which ones Amy likes. I think Amy said she likes the hot ones, but they scare me a little bit.
Hot ones.
I don't think I would like
spicy hot.
Like mango habanero is the flavor, and I'm like, I don't think I'd like that in my water.
Oh no, no. There's one called hot chocolate salt.
Yes. So Amy actually told me about this. So she, I guess from swimming and like when she swims in like open water, obviously it's like cold there. Yeah. So what she'll do, she'll heat it up like a hot chocolate. So she'll like make water hot, pour it in, and drink it like a hot chocolate. And she said it's ridiculously good. And I'm like, I don't know, chocolate water salt sounds disgusting, but
well, in the wintertime, that would be really good, Julie.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you know what? I will try it. If Amy tried it and she likes it, I will try it. So I got a pack from Element, a new one, and it came with an assorted pack. And I'm gonna try the chocolate, so I'll let you know how it goes. But Amy likes it, so I'm like, all right, it's like a salted hot chocolate. It can't be that bad. But at first I was very off put by that.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Well, because I was using the Noom. Is it Noom? And
I tried it.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I had to. Well, I did the mixed berry one.
Oh, did you? I got the lemon lime one. It's still sitting.
Yes,
I haven't done anything with it.
I think we have PTSD with lemon lime from Kool-Aid. That it was the only kind our dad
But
bought.
I love lemon lime. I love lemon lime.
No,
but this stuff was not good. Not good.
Yeah, maybe the Noom or Num or it's like NUM or something.
Yeah.
They had them at the gym the one day, and I was desperate because I ran out of my hydration sticks, and I put one of those in. I'm like, oh my God, these are disgusting.
Well, because it fizzed so much that it was almost like Alka-Seltzer, and PTSD from Alka-Seltzer, Terry. Ugh.
Yeah, throw up.
My mom always gave that to us when we were kids.
What?
Yeah.
Tabby?
We'll have to get you guys to try them. I think Amy gets I think she gets like a discount code or something if you like buy a box, but I can always just like send you guys a sample because I've given them to every person that I work with in person at the gym, and every person that I've given them to, they like, and they're like, now you're going to make me spend money on these hydration sticks. I was like, I don't get anything from it. It is just genuinely a product that has changed my life that I really love. I was like, I just want everyone else to experience it.
Well, and I've been looking into that because Terry was talking about the Noom one, and so I went out and bought it, because I'm like, I need it because, you know, I'm drinking and then I'm going to the bathroom and it's clear. So that means that you're overhydrated. So, and you don't want that either. Because
then you're just peeing out all the vitamins and minerals and you're like not getting all the electrolytes and whatnot.
Right. So this may be something different. So.
Well, if you guys want one or want to try one, let me know. I would be more than happy to send you guys one.
Yes.
I just ordered a variety pack. So
did you really?
I did. I did. And then I'm going, oh crap, I didn't look at the ingredients.
I think it's literally just sodium, potassium, magnesium. I think that's it. That's also part of the reason why I like that one, because I don't like liquid IVs because they have like 15 grams of sugar in them. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, why am I just going to drink the sugar unnecessarily? If I'm going to eat sugar, I want it to be something good. Like, I want to enjoy my sugar and really like it. So I'm like, I don't want it in my hydration stick, but they like properly dose the potassium and the magnesium and the sodium, that it's like, it's the electrolytes your body actually needs to feel hydrated. So I will say, anytime that I drink, I have one all day and then I have one at night in a water bottle if I need to be hydrated.
Really?
Yep, because I swear I feel so much better. And I'm like
I bet,
a big baby when it comes to any type of drink, like multiple drinks. I just like, I don't feel good the next day. So it's like anything that I can do to help, I'm all about that. So
yeah, cool.
The only thing I might not like is the stevia, because I know people don't, but it has an aftertaste.
It does. And
to me.
No, it definitely does, because I used to put stevia in things and I had something that had stevia in it. And I was like, oh God, this is gross. So I used to like stevia, and you know, it's not a bad alternative option, but if you don't like the aftertaste, it's like, you can really taste it. And I feel like I don't taste stevia in these. Now, personally, I only use the lemon lime ones because I tried the orange and it's not bad. The raspberry and the watermelon were just like, I feel like too sweet tasting, where I like just like lemon lime water. So like, that's why I like that one. But Amy said she liked the chocolate mint one too. But if you like chocolate mint, but like, I don't like mint chocolate anything. So that would not be my.
Oh, I do.
So you might like it.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
But I always think it's like, every time I think of that, I think of it's like combining my chocolate with toothpaste. So it like bursts me off. That's what I think of when I think of chocolate mint is
oh my. Well, the key there is you brush your teeth.
I do brush my teeth. I take pride in never having a cavity, and I'm planning on keeping it that way.
Really?
Holy cow.
Wow.
I think I have, maybe this tooth doesn't have a cavity. Oh, my bottom front ones don't have cavities.
If my kids are lucky, they got my husband's teeth, because he only got cavities as an adult. He really didn't have any as a kid. So
interesting.
Yeah, well, that's because he started eating candies. I don't think he had them as a kid. So.
Okay, that makes sense. But that's I'm weird. I love the dentist. Like, I would go to the dentist multiple times a year if I could, like once a quarter. I'd be happy
to get my teeth cleaned.
You don't have any cavities, so you don't have any trauma there. So you know.
Exactly. The only thing that I had to do, and then I'll stop talking, is I did chip my front tooth, like playing soccer. Some girl elbowed me and like made my head go forward.
Oh man.
And it like, I don't know what I did, but I like bashed it on, I think, my front tooth or something, and half of my front tooth chipped, and they had to like redo half of my front tooth.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. That
Mine
was
didn't get knocked
wanted
out
to
in
cry.
soccer. Mine got knocked out because I was going up a curb. Was going up a curb and the bike didn't go up the curb, but I flew over the handlebars and landed on my face. And I
I
chipped my
remember
tooth.
that.
I chipped my teeth. All these are like cracked, but this one got chipped. So they had to redo whatever they do. So
Yeah, where they like put that stuff on and like shape a tooth.
Yeah. And when you get older, Tabby, you may have to have it redone again.
I wouldn't
Just from experience.
Thankfully, it wasn't anything like too large, but oh my God, was it? It was just one of those things where I don't think I opened my mouth for a few days until I got seen, because I'm like, oh my God, I look like I play hockey or something.
I've seen those soccer games. They're kind of like hockey.
Yeah, really.
Well, all right, ladies, I don't want to take up too much of your night, but hopefully we found this conversation helpful. And when, you do go on vacation, go out to eat, kind of know how to set your non-negotiables for yourself and the intention for the vacation, so you can enjoy it, but still feel your best and at least like maintain whatever your goal is, because always bringing it back to the goal is the big thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All
Tabby.
right. Yeah, no problem, Julie. I will send you those turkey jerky options.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Yes. That'll be good.
Okay.
That'll be
All right,
good.
cool.
I appreciate it.
I will talk to you ladies later.
Alrighty.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.